I read your overture.
Mercature Overture.
The Arbiter
15.
of 15.
And you just kept a blank stare the whole time, too. I was like...
You were like looking at me and like...
You both are giving me blank stares. I was like, what'd I do?
I looked at you, and then I looked at Abby to make sure that she could understand, too, and I was like, okay.
I was looking at all three of you like, so what she meant was this.
Circle.
Overture 15.
We're in an orchestra.
It's okay, Kathy, I got what you meant.
Thank you.
I was like,
I just heard armchair 15. I'm like, I thought you were like, I was sitting in armchair 15, but I was like, no, that's not an armchair.
It's not a chair. There's no arms.
Yeah, I thought you were talking... For some reason, I thought you were talking about where we were sitting, even though I heard you say overture.
Yeah.
I was like, overture, and then you said something else, and I was like,
And then I just had a vision of this big, huge furniture warehouse with all these armchairs. I'm like,
It's not overture.
I thought we were going to play musical chairs, like, overture,
With the ottoman.
15.
Rover, why don't you come over?
Yeah, overture.
The overture arbiter, come over.
Arbiter.
Red Rover.
but
Mr.
then when
Chief.
when I was typing out abominable, it kept wanting to go abdominal. I'm like, no.
You're gonna say abdominal.
Abdominal Yeti.
I was like, where do I put the D? And then that was the question.
This version of the snowman was a beach god.
Washboard abs.
The abdominal snowman. Dude, that's so rad.
You're hurting my head on the floor.
What? We'll make the good things gooder. Abby tweeted that earlier to, I think it was James.
It was James
and Spool and...
Spool and Blaine. They were
Yeah.
all talking.
Oh, because of Spool's, the Funhouse hat.
Yeah. And then he was talking about how to be more like Blaine, and Blaine was like, consult your local James Willems for whatever, for like abs. And then James posted a Wikipedia article about brakes. You know, it says abs on your brakes. and so I was like, this is the greatest post ever. It kept getting better and better, and gooder and gooder.
Gooder and gooder. English do well.
Okay, so I'll tell you about my dream last
I have ever written like a paragraph of text
Your English
that anyone else could read.
She doesn't have to try with us.
What's that word?
Because
It's
Microsoft
like the
Word
opposite of
helps me
sad.
out. No, Microsoft Word helps me
That's
out.
a lot of helping.
Are you sure it helps you out?
Do you processing
Do you
power?
read your writing after you write it, or do you just like...
Both. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'll go ahead and reread this. And then I get halfway through, I'm like, no, it's gonna be fine. And then I read it like, after I'm like halfway through with it, I'm like, this is absolute shit.
This will turn out fine. Oh, I lost the ability to speak and write.
It's like that one time when Gavin had a stroke.
Yeah, when Gavin had his aphasia.
I'm really convinced I do have like this tiny little like, something's firing in my brain.
Tiny cannons.
I love when I have micro strokes.
Because I completely forget like everything, like it just like whoosh, and everything's just blank, and so I just sit there. I'm like, and so whoever I'm talking to, they're just like,
Mm-hmm.
I just
go.
like,
Like, you're gonna have to excuse me. I just went full retard. So
That was me earlier. And you overture?
that's me every day.
Overture arbiter.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you.
Was it about your dad again?
No.
Okay.
It's much worse than that.
Oh, so it's about two of your dads.
No, that was the other night too. Much worse.
Oh my
than
god.
that.
That's weird.
Okay, so I just finished reading The Bell Jar,
What's that about?
and it's about it's basically sort of an autobiography, but the author fictionized it a little bit, but it's basically her experience about a girl who is like really depressed, and she just like goes through life.
Sounds awesome.
And she's really kind of neurotic and possibly a little schizophrenic. And so she has to go through like psychiatric therapy and stuff like that. She goes through shock therapy. And the whole thing about the bell jar is that she feels like she's in a bell jar, and like she's just trapped in there. She can't get out, blah blah blah. There's this part in there where after she loses her virginity, she starts bleeding, and like she can't stop bleeding, so she's like hemorrhaging.
Oh.
And so she's like, for hours, she's like bleeding. She has to go to the emergency room, and it doesn't tell you what's wrong. It just like the doctor's like, "You're 1 in a million." I'm like, why? Because she's bleeding out of her
You
vagina.
have 7 hymens.
Shut up.
My dream. So
She had 7 hymens.
So I was in the emergency room, and I was bleeding out of my vagina, and
It's like the elevator scene from The Shining.
I was like,
Just like that.
I was like, what can we do? Because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to stop it.
I imagine the doctor you're talking to, since your dream is like this huge muscled Brazilian dude, like with like the shirt open, and he's like, oh yes.
Actually, no. It was a lady. It was a nurse.
Oh.
It was a lady.
Oh, so she had a big open shirt on her chest.
No. She's the lady from the Blink-182 album. You know.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
the star.
And so she's like, well, you have 2 options.
Can't imagine her doing any that.
And so I'm like, oh, thank God, thank God, I'm gonna get my vagina fixed. And then she's like,
That's a tall order.
I go to the vet for that.
the first one, I'll give you the less awful option first, which is, in the dream, was the second option.
I'm excited.
She's like, we're gonna do something called a cavern.
Sweet. I love how I do caverns.
I say we do that.
She basically told me.
We're gonna yell into your vagina and see if it echoes.
She told me.
Stop bleeding.
She was like, we're gonna make your vagina bigger and then just tape it on the outside closed.
What?
That doesn't make any sense. Abby! What's wrong What is wrong with
The second option.
It's like a Brazilian,
you? You know,
but worse.
Everything that you do, like, before you do anything, you just need to read, like, a Dr. Seuss book, and you're like, yeah, this makes you feel nice.
Green exit.
Instead of, like, I just had a lobotomy. Everything's bad, and I just cut my wrists, and everything's awful.
No, I need to tell you the second
Okay.
choice.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you really do.
And then it gets worse from there.
Oh, I'm excited.
So the second choice, I don't remember what she called it, but basically it was this thing that you're gonna put in your vagina and you're gonna twist it, and all the muscles in your vagina are gonna twist closed.
Hey, Abby.
It's like the wheel thing to the door of a submarine.
Yes,
It's like a sphincter. It's like
just
when
like
the
that.
doors close, like...
And she's like, I was like, oh, that doesn't sound too bad. And then she's like, no, it's really, really painful.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Then it, ripping all my muscles and then turning them upside down until they tie into a knot.
It's
That
so
sounds
crazy.
fine.
It's like, to me, like, I just like pictured like closing like a thing of bread. The more you twist it, you know,
Oh.
the tighter
Yeah.
it gets, until eventually my vagina closes. And none of these options is gonna stop the bleeding. It's just gonna close the vagina. So
This is gonna be like,
This is
you're gonna be filled with blood.
This is your kind of...
You're gonna die.
This is your kind of medical service.
But in my dream it made sense. But in my dream it made sense. So I was like, okay. But then when I woke up, I was like, no. But I would just bleed out in myself.
Somebody is gonna come into your hospital and they're gonna be like, excuse me, I broke my finger. I really need you to put a cast on me. Like, instead, how about,
Let's twist it even more.
how about we break your arm so that we can fix your arm, and maybe then that'll teach your body how to heal your finger, right?
And so in the dream, my sister comes up and she's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, well,
Well, this porn star wants to close my vagina, but I'm not really sure which way I want to do it.
so I was like, well, I have internal bleeding, but
Sounds like you said internal.
I heard that too.
internal.
I like turtles.
My total's bleeding.
And so I told her the options and she was like horrified. I'm like, I'm gonna go with the cavern one, just because it seems less painful. And then,
so I can have a giant like bubble in my body in case I need to float.
and then anyway, she was like, well, either way, you're gonna have a lot of pain. And so I was like, I don't really feel pain right now, so I stuck my finger down there.
Oh.
And in the dream, it hurt so much that I threw up. I threw up, like, for some reason, I was, like, laying on the floor. It's like, I threw up, and it's, like, all over me.
Wait, in your dream or real life?
In my dream.
Okay.
Pain doesn't make you throw up.
You don't know you have a vagina!
I
You have pain? I don't have fingers.
And so this male nurse is like, okay, I think you're done now. But I'm like, I don't think I'm done now. So, like, he was picking me up, and I'm just, like, throwing up all over the place. And then I was so scared. I was like, they're going to try to fix my vagina, but I won't be able to stop throwing up, and then I'm just going to die. And then I woke up.
It's not that painful.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck, Abby? Come on!
It's done.
We have like 13 psychiatrists.
I think it's because I woke up in the middle of the night and had a bowl of cereal.
You like the milk.
If I eat certain things.
It makes me bleed out my vagina. Then I get cavern, and then the Brazilian
Then I stick my
nurse-
finger inside myself and it hurts really much.
Then the
And then I
Brazilian
feel.
nurse turns into a blonde porn star, and then she tells me I have to close my vagina, and she gives me like multiple options, and I mean I just couldn't decide, so I asked my sister, and then I stick my finger inside myself and throw up everywhere on a man.
The first option was opening and then you just tape it.
Yeah, no, it was more like opening and then closing the lips like this and then taping it across
So you
horizontally.
have like a huge
It's like,
bubble
no.
inside of you.
And it's like with Scotch tape. It's not like with, anything good.
Not with duct tape.
No.
Ow!
Oh, Scotch tape will hurt a lot less when they open up a huge cavern inside of you.
They should make a new tape. Crotch tape.
Crotch tape.
Shut up.
It's like Scotch tape. Before you crotch.
Man, didn't guess that one. I thought it was from Croatia.
But like when I was throwing, like the first time I threw up, it was like really, it was, it was really chunky. You know how like when dogs throw up, sometimes it's like the really thick, like viscous kind of chunks and everything. I'm like,
You look like an Italian describer.
Very
You know,
viscous,
like
yeah. I'm Mamma Mia, very viscous.
Like a dog's vomit when it comes out the mouth. Like, with the hands.
or like I was
She's
like,
like gesturing like, oh yes, I got 2 testicles in my hands.
I gotta weigh them. I don't know why testicles would be this far apart.
It's a testicle triangle, my favorite kind of testicle.
I like how you went
For
through
Italian
Russian.
Russian.
Box.
But no, just like my whole dream was just a sense of panic because
Really?
I was bleeding out of my. Because I'm bleeding out.
All of your operations were worthless. You went to the emergency room and they're like, yeah, we can't help you at all.
This is a terrible hospital.
How about we close your vagina?
Alright.
I also like how the porn star was like, hey, you know what you need? You close your goddamn vagina, Abby.
God
Here's some
damn.
tape.
We need to make it bigger and then we need to close it. Yep, that's my dream. Anybody else have any dreams?
Sounds like a dream.
Sorry, I can't top yours. I am so sorry.
I had a dream, I don't remember.
I haven't.
I just remember there was sex, which I don't remember.
I don't even remember how my vagina started bleeding. I just remember like walking in and be like, hey, so.
I don't need this.
Do you
Remember Space Jam?
Do you remember walking in, or were you like, oh,
No,
yeah?
I was like already at the front
It was
desk.
probably with the porn star. She was like, sorry, I fucked up. I'm not an actual doctor, but I
cut
can
my
offer you a
nails.
few options with your fucked up vagina.
I mean, I could probably go to German porn, but
German dungeon.
You could.
I could, but that's if I don't die. But even then, I could probably still go.
Yeah, that's even worse. That does not sound good.
Korean porn?
I had
All of the porn?
All of
two
the
pretty great dreams like 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
I was like, the first one with my dad. It was so weird.
Everything with your dad is weird.
I know.
Everything with you is weird. Everything with you and your dad is even weirder.
It was out, we killed
Everything was
someone.
weird.
It was great.
Yeah. He wanted to kill the black people, but he didn't. He killed the bad guy.
I don't remember why he killed somebody, but like in the dream, it made sense. I was like, he deserved it.
Yeah, Dad, that makes sense.
And then.
Yeah, Dad, he took the last Snickers bar. Fuck him up. Kill him.
And then like he comes home and he's like,
give him the clamp.
Yeah, so as a distraction, I set a forest on fire.
And Abby's like, yes. Mm-hmm. Like writing down in her little notebook, like, yes, of course. Let's go on. This makes perfect sense, please.
And so like I look out the window and like all the way down the road, I just
right
see
there
this
down
huge
my
wall of flame. I'm like, oh, well, I hope that doesn't come close to us. And then it starts coming closer.
Oh.
And Dad's like, no, it'll be fine. The shrubbery and stuff will stop it from getting to, I don't know.
Just burn!
But you know how the people have like firewalls with trees?
Yeah.
He was like that, but then nope.
That fire won't dare get on my land.
If you dare.
It won't fire me.
It started, like, the fire started coming into our backyard, and we all grabbed water hoses. And we're, like, trying to put it out, and then Squirt was, like, running into the fire. And I was like, no, Squirt! And then she was fine. But...
And then she was fine.
She's
like Cyndaquil.
We managed to put it out in the backyard, but then we were like, no, we have to leave now.
We have to leave now.
And then, I guess, I don't know who it was. It was... I don't even know if they were family.
Your dad was mad that your land was black now.
You started hitting it with a stick. Bad land.
He wanted to leave, but it couldn't because it's land.
So there were these two ladies in the sky, and I think they were family, but we hated them. And so they came up to our door, and as soon as I opened the door, I grabbed this lady by her nose. And I was telling her, I was like, you better not fuck shit up, or you stupid whore, or something. And then I shoved the other lady down the steps.
You're mean.
Got your nose.
Jesus.
I was like...
No wonder you were like, yeah, that guy deserved it. You were throwing somebody's nose.
I didn't rip it off. I just, you know.
Fuck you, man.
And I was like, if you don't straighten up, you're gonna get more than a stairs.
Oh.
You don't straighten
Double
up.
staircase.
You don't straighten up. Y'all here? You better get to getting.
And so, like, there were the people who were like taking us to a safer place. I was like, no, I'm not having any of your shit. And so we had one bag.
I'm not having any of your shit. They didn't do anything. You make it on the rest and you're like, shut the fuck up, get down the stairs.
I'll kick you down.
You better straighten up or I'll throw you down some more stairs.
So we each had one bag to pack all of our stuff in, like anything that we could fit in there. So I was like, but I have so many things that I like. How can I fit them all in my bag?
You do?
Yeah.
I can't hold all these bags.
And I had so much jewelry. I was like, I want to take this piece of jewelry and this one, and I want to take this whole box. And then I was like, oh wait, I have to have clothes too. Nope. And so I ended up putting all my underwear in someone else's bag.
Just wearing jury.
I don't. And then I had this doll. Like, I have a geisha doll that someone gave me. But in the dream, this geisha doll was like all fucked up. Like, she had been. She had
was
been.
the exorcist.
It was basically like she was all bent and something, and like she looked really weird.
Grudge.
And like she had an on and off switch, and I turned her off, but she kept talking, so I threw her into somebody else's room, and I was like, "You deal with her," and
you deal with her.
And
now you're gonna be with your children. Where's the off button? Deal with her.
With your 7 husbands.
And then for some reason it all switched into like we were in this big huge department store. And, like, the salespeople were pushing us all into this one room. And I was like, no, if we go in this room, we're going to get gassed or something.
Oh, my God. It's Auschwitz.
And, like, they were like, doing, like, a back-to-school thing. And, like, all these girls were, like, back-to-school gassing!
Guys, don't you love it?
But nobody else knew that they were getting gassed. It was only me.
This is just like Auschwitz. You qualify this as a good dream? What's wrong with you?
I was onto them.
That's good.
I almost saved myself.
Bye, friends.
Well, like we were all on, you know, the platforms that move in airports.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were all on one of those, but I was like, nope. And so I grabbed me and somebody else and got off, and we went back. And
Probably the porn star that one closed.
Yeah.
actually, no, I think it might have
Who's your
been
doll?
either my sister or Abby Squared.
Yeah.
And so then when we got
You tell
out,
Abby Squared about these.
Yeah, you should
I
she
will.
wants to be a roommate.
she doesn't have a choice.
I have a choice.
Jesus Christ. I would be scared if I was her.
I would be scared if I was me. Oh wait.
And so
You
like,
are.
when we turned
So
around,
bad.
we ended up being behind this
Surprise me.
curtain where they were having this big
Orgy.
big show for their new
Orgy.
products and stuff, and they had shampoo
Was
and
one of them
stuff.
Soylent Green?
No, I don't think so.
So
No.
serious people.
Man,
And
that's
so-
so green.
Yeah, I know.
So I
Is it,
just-
like hurting up the people.
So I go out, come out of the curtain, and they're like, oh, and we're starting our show. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I just picked up like shampoo and like started talking shit about it, and
This fucking
no,
shampoo
It is. It's literal shit.
no, good shit, like.
Oh.
This shampoo is good shit, guys.
This is a good literal shit.
Yeah, man.
And so I started passing it out, and then like as soon as they looked away, I like stuck out. And then we were in this big, huge lecture hall, and it was me and another girl. And I want to say it was Abby Squared, but it wasn't. You kind of know what I'm saying? Like I had the feeling it was
Yes.
her, but it wasn't her. And people were like, "Oh, they thought we had killed one of our classmates."
Mm-hmm.
And so no one wanted to sit next to us, and nobody like made eye
Worried about
contact.
that when mass killings in the other room.
And we had to be put in groups because we were for some reason we had to organize these things for school, and me and
Killings or just things in general?
just things in general. And so me and my murder partner / not murder partner, because I don't really remember if we did really kill a girl.
These gas chambers work.
We got separated, and like she was pretty upset, but I was like, no, it's cool, because
Because you're a heartless motherfucker.
that's the exact opposite. I was like, no, I want to show people that I am not a murderer. Well, at least not on the outside.
I am not a murderer. On the outside.
How does the band of friends? You're like, yeah, this will make them think that I'm social and a socially
But
active
like, I didn't
person,
want them to
and
be
then my
scared of me
friends-
anymore because I was like, I'm not really
Abby needs
Abby
friends.
not that bad. and so I was
Trust
busy
me.
organizing all of these little shelves. It's probably because I work at Walmart and have to organize the shelves. And
Like,
then
this one goes with this one.
the teacher-
I cross the other one.
the teacher was she started teaching, and then I saw something across the room. I was like, that's not organized. So I
That's not
started
organized. Jump over to.
Exactly.
So I started organizing it, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, you told me to organize this, so I'm organizing. I'm just doing what you told me to. And she's like, just sit down. And I'm like, just sit down. I'm not done yet.
Unacceptable.
And so finally I sat down, and we were actually, me and the other girl were getting in trouble, and then we started like this whole rally, and we were getting everybody excited. No. And like I was getting all the cheerleaders excited because I was like, yeah, murder! And I was doing...
Yeah, murder.
I was spiriting, and
Spiriting.
do you not know what that is?
Spiriting.
You don't know what that is?
Just like to use it as a verb.
Well, it is in cheerleading. And
Spiriting.
so it's like, oh, she knows what we're about, and I'm like, yeah, murder. So-
She knows what we're about. Yeah.
I've got murder. Yes, I do.
and so like I got them on my like people started to like us, and
Because you were spirited.
I just want you to know this doesn't work in real life. Just so you know, don't start murdering to get people to like you.
okay. Well, it's a little late for that.
Don't continue murdering to keep making people like you.
And then there was this guy that sat behind me and my fellow gothic girl,
Mm-hmm.
and we all had these jacks that we could plug into our phone on our seats, and we could like listen to music
It's a pillow.
and like put stuff up on the big screen. And for some reason, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you guys in trouble." So he took our jack and plugged it into his phone,
My
and he had like troll porn.
Jack off.
And so he put it on the big screen, and like I was like, What is this? What?
Wait, what kind of trolls? Like Harry Potter trolls or like the doll trolls?
Not the doll trolls. More like the Harry Potter trolls, but less stupid.
They knew what they were doing.
Oh, yeah.
and so
Abby's like, this troll porn is coming from my thing. Did I put this on?
But I knew who was doing it, and
I said, what is this? Huh.
Well, yeah, but
Is this something on
when you see troll porn, you don't ask what is it.
No, I'm like, oh fuck, trolls, they're doing it, crazy.
I love trolls.
And
I love
then,
trolls.
and then the guy got in trouble, and then me and
Yeah.
He got put in
my
trouble.
fellow friend, we got separated.
Your fellow gothic friend.
And for some reason, I totally forgot this part until just now. I remember turning into an animal.
Was it involved in a porn?
No, but I just remember running and running. I think I was a rabbit. And near the school there were all these fields, and so like I was trying to run and get in the fields and eat all the things. And then it switched again.
The face you just made was bizarre. You're like you're a zombie.
Then it switched back to the classroom dream, and the teacher was like, "Here, make a cake, and then everything will be okay."
Make a cake.
And so I made a cake, and I put icing on it.
Pretty cake.
And then I had like leftover dough, and for somehow from cake I got cookies.
How'd you get dough from cake?
I don't know. It's a dream. How did I get troll porn? I don't know.
Like, I had some dough, and then for some reason I made cookies out of that.
From the cake batter, I got cookie dough.
Yeah, how'd you get dough at all from cake batter?
And then I had a group of girls from my college come over and like eat my cake, and they're like, "Oh, this is so great!"
Euphemism.
my cake.
I had them come over and they ate my cake.
And then, my teacher and the supervisor and the principal were like, "Oh, she's actually not that bad of a person, even if she did maybe kill somebody," and that's it.
Yeah, you said baby kill.
Baby kill.
Baby kill. Baby hunter. Baby's just the best.
Baby killing's a very...
And those are my dreams for the past 2 days.
Yeah, Kathy made a face like she broke her jaw to the side
Ow.
and then smashed her teeth together, so it was like click.
Ugh.
It was bizarre. Just in the middle of Abby's story.
I was stretching it.
It
But I was smiling too much.
I know, but you were like,
It's hard to
kept a totally straight face. You were like,
I think the camel.
like you're
camel.
being taken over by another person.
I'm being possessed.
Become another person.
A camel take over your mouth.
Turtle in a first turtle club.
I'm going to be in the middle of this game.
Who's your daddy?
My gosh.
That's my favorite movie.
I can tell.
That movie's super short too.
It is.
It's like 80 minutes or something.
See, I think
70 or 80
that's very
minutes.
telling that that's your favorite movie.
Why?
Because my favorite movie is...
Because you're another person.
Because you're a sane person.
No.
My favorite movie
The perfume.
is
Your
with...
favorite movie are like The Black
that
Dahlia.
perfume?
You're like, oh, they murdered her.
I actually haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it either. I just know the
But I will.
actual murders.
But I did like The Perfumer, and I like Hot Fuzz and Django Unchained.
Those are funny.
Yeah, but they're also a little bit gory.
Oh yeah.
Or is not the same as insane in the membrane.
Well, I mean,
Insane in the brain.
in Hot Fuzz there's also a cult, so
I
I
like
mean...
Watchmen a lot. And that's
A cult's still not
that's a
insane.
pretty gory movie.
You can be in a cult and not be insane.
I think it's a bonus.
Yeah, the
I
Indianapolis
think
cult.
it's pretty much like if you get in and they're like, so you want to murder someone? You're like, nah. They're like, get out.
No, I think that's...
You were in a cult though.
You're either murdering someone or you're shaving your head. That's what you got to do.
Or you're being murdered.
Or you do both.
Murder your hair.
You wear someone else's head and scalp.
So since my skin is getting better, I was thinking earlier, I was like, I finally get the skin I deserve, and then I started thinking about, and it's finally my own.
I'm done. I'm done.
I was just thinking of
I'm
Leatherface.
gonna have to talk to a therapist about you, like exclusively about you.
To try to get you out of it.
They're like, do you want to talk about yourself? I'm like, no, actually, there's someone else to talk to. Something else
Are you
to talk
thinking of
about.
this on my chest?
I just really need someone to listen and write this down before
In case I die.
Before I end up in a ditch somewhere. Like, just so you know.
Just warning you. I might end up in a ditch.
If I disappear mysteriously, you know now.
I'm gonna put a tracking chip inside me. Here's the other part.
You know, I either died of like alcohol poisoning or actual poisoning.
Yeah, good times.
Really?
It's not.
I really want to write down all my dreams, but sometimes I'm too lazy in the morning. I'm like, I'll remember it later. But I don't remember.
I'm too late. Well, I dream every night, so it's gonna be like. It's really, to me, it's just really time consuming to write down your dreams that you have every night. Because sometimes I have more than one dream every night. So I'm like, well, and then sometimes I take naps and have dreams.
I have dreams more often when I nap than anything else. Because normally when I have dreams, anyway, like they're like, oh, and the REM cycle is when you dream. I'm like, no,
I
wrong.
think I'm constantly in
Wrong. Because I go to sleep for like 20 minutes, I have a dream. If I go to sleep for like 8 hours, I hardly ever dream. Because I wake up in the morning, then I go back to sleep, and that's when I dream.
I dream regardless, so. I was gonna say something, I forgot.
It's too time consuming.
No.
Here's an excerpt from one of my dreams. Hold on.
It's
And then the lasers happened!
No, it was
Excerpt from-
She tries to seduce me again, or more like she couldn't control herself, and I was hot AF, and she couldn't resist me.
What?
No one can resist my lumps.
No, I have so many dreams that in
Oh,
my
my
dreams
lumps.
I reference older dreams.
That's weird.
That and then when I wake up I'm like, forgot about that dream until I just thought about it in my dream.
I only remember once where I woke up and resumed my dream that I
happens
had.
to me all the time.
I can't do that.
That doesn't happen to me all the time, but in a dream, I always remember my other dreams. Like, oh, this is just like that time I rode a hot air balloon with a lizard.
Yeah.
Man, I should get a lizard.
I should buy a lizard.
Invest in boats.
I really want a lizard.
Me too.
Let's go
Where
get
they
a
at,
lizard.
Joe?
At the pet store.
Petco. I think Chaz has a lizard. Yeah.
I want a chameleon, but I can't have any pets here.
I want a chameleon, but I can't have pets in my dorm. And also, if I leave it at home, it'll die.
Yeah.
So. Oh, my sister got a job. At the
saw-
I
vet.
thought you were going to say a chameleon.
No,
So
she
you
really
got
wants a
RTX
chameleon
now?
too. No.
She's gonna go to RTX now.
Oh.
She just started today. She's working at the asylum.
So
vet
she's going to
clinic.
RTX.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And
2
so
weeks is plenty of
she was
time.
like, so there's no asylum, and so I'm gonna bombard your dorm room every day. I'm like, okay.
Bring me food.
Bombard. She's gonna bring like a battery in it.
That's exactly what she did.
15 people.
I quoted her. Promise you. She said bombard.
You're going to hear like the air raid stuff.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. You're just going to hear overture like, what?
It's gonna be the London Blitz all over again.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna like see a flag in the window, you're like, why do I? And then the door explodes.
All the lights go out. Wait, what?
The building shakes. There's popcorn falling.
And then people go around asking if I'm their mummy. No.
I like that episode.
You replied, Immortal.
I'm not your mommy, but I could be your daddy.
Hey, puppy.
Ay, papi. Bienvenido a mi ami.
Anything for Selena.
What'd she say? Ocho. For no reason.
So how pumped are you that we're going to Austin in 13 days? Less than 13 days.
I've got a lot of things to do before that, so I'm not that pumped.
I've got 0 things to do.
Once we get there, I'm like, fuck yeah, but
I
right
don't know how I'm
now.
gonna like get packed because I'll be.
You keep passing out
like
like
1 hour
narcolepsy.
before.
I remember. You're like, what was that thing I was packing?
Because I worked that like the night before,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
usually don't get home until like midnight, and we're leaving at like 5 a.m.
Hey, it's
Just
okay,
don't
you
sleep.
on the
Don't sleep.
I'm kind of like in my mind. I'm thinking, should I just crash at somebody else's place and then have everything there already? Because didn't you stay at Ashley's house the night before?
Because I didn't go to sleep.
Because we were like, it's like 3 o'clock. Like, why don't we just go?
How about we just go now?
Yeah, they were like, we'll leave early in the morning. And then they went to sleep for like 2 hours and they're like, let's go. I'm like, yeah, this isn't what you meant.
Let's go.
And you should know by now that my family never follows
Because
anything.
I was just sitting there like watching Bob's Burgers and like, this show's fine. I'm like, I'm not really that tired. I was like, that'll be awesome, like 12 hours. And then I was just watching the show and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, And then I hear like somebody knock over something or like run into something, and then Ashley comes out and she's like, we're gonna leave now.
Did she like
Whatever.
No.
She didn't like peek out the door. She like stepped out and she didn't look at me and she's like, we're gonna leave now. And then she just like walks back into the room. I'm like, okay.
into the shadows?
Yeah, she walked like backwards into the room. And I'm like, are you even awake?
See, none of us in my family know how to
Sleep?
express anything. It's either we show no emotion or all the emotion.
Every single emotion.
Yep.
None of my family shows any emotion.
Well,
Ever.
I'm sorry.
They're like, oh.
If yelling's an emotion, then yes.
Yeah. Yes! They always seem angry or like disappointed. They're like, why don't you do it that way? That doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, yeah, it does. I did it this way because of this. And they're like, oh, okay. You know, whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, why'd you do it that way? She's like, it's always been done this way. I'm like, don't do it that way.
no more tradition!
Tradition!
The other day we were sitting in my dad's car and he has the problem where he goes like on he goes on Facebook and all the yard sale pages that they have on Facebook. He goes through all of them, even though he's like he's not gonna buy anything, but he just scrolls through all of them. He's like, oh, this lady's giving away kittens, and so we sat there for a minute. He's like, I think we should get a girl kitten or girl cat because I miss having baby kittens around here. I'm like, who are you? Where did you put Dad? Because he's usually like he just doesn't really like cats.
It's always weird when my dad like takes a liking to an animal or anything because he's normally like, yeah, that's fine.
No, my dad loves dogs. Like
my dad doesn't like.
He would die
My dad
under a pile of
doesn't-
dogs.
My dad doesn't like anything, and he also doesn't really dislike anything. He's just like neutral all the time. I'm like, oh yeah, I just shattered this fan with my arm.
It's part of the neutral.
He's like,
honesty.
yeah, he's like, oh, okay.
I have no feelings one way
So,
or the other.
so did you break like anything else? And like, no. He's like, okay.
You should break more than 2 bones
That-
because if you did, I
That's
don't
smart.
care.
And then he's like, oh, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. Thanks.
you just have a dripping stub. Yeah, I'm fine.
Thanks for asking me. After you ask about the fan and everything else in the room, you ask about me, and then they'll be like, "Hey, Dad, do you want to go ride roller coasters?" And he's like, "I guess."
I think my dad would have a heart attack. He said, if I ever get on a roller coaster, I'll probably have a heart attack.
So,
What's up, my
I have a door. Fuck you guys.
We all have doors, you idiot.
Yeah. I actually have
Hey,
5 doors
I
on
paid
mine.
0 money for my doors, so
I
suck a
have
dick,
3
bitch.
doors.
Well, you know what? I didn't pay monies for my doors anyways. I mean, I just had them until something
Yeah,
happened.
he just
Stop
provided
looking at me.
sexual favors.
Yeah, but you paid money for your car. I paid no monies.
Because he doesn't.
What about buying your spark plugs?
all money.
I paid no monies for the doors though,
Oh,
ever.
okay.
So that's the argument.
Okay, well,
He's trying to say he has more doors than us, which he doesn't.
no.
Because technically his trunk's not a door, but my trunk is a door.
Yeah, my trunk's a door too.
Well, bam!
Wait.
My heart is an open door.
Like, it's
A tailgate's a door.
not
I have 3 doors.
A trunk's the door.
Wait.
I have
I
3
got a
doors.
door,
Right.
French door, refrigerator door.
It's not the same.
Why are we counting doors?
Door. Door.
I don't know.
Let's get a door!
The scary door. Maybe it's a monster. Maybe.
Yeah, we're making fun of you because you're like, I'll be there in a few. Give me like an hour or so.
Yeah, you said, I'll be there in a few.
See ya in an hour.
See you in an hour.
Like, alright,
You were
we'll see you tomorrow morning.
50 minutes, okay?
A few minutes.
Fucking idiot.
Oh my
watching
Ryan, we never watched Dragonflies either. He was like, "What's Dragonfly 2?" And I was like, "That's a Z."
Well, it looks like Dragonfly.
The first movie on top.
Oh.
And I know I showed it to him as a kid, and he's like, "You never showed it to me." No, you didn't. You never showed it.
I mean, no.
It was like my
Was
favorite
it
movie.
dragonflies or his penis? Which one did he show you?
Both.
I could be watching
I was like, "You see dragonflies? I have a dragon."
Behind my fly.
I can put my dragon through my fly.
Ooh.
Yeah, sure. Go down to the deck.
Okay.
You got shoes on still.
I know, I'm a little bit. Are we recording?
Yeah.
I'm recording. I'll go.
Hey, YouTube!
No, I'm just this funny all the time.
I'll go in a bit.
Yeah, I'll cut that out.
I'll go in a bit. Give me 3 hours.
Where's the deck?
In 15 minutes, I'll go get some.
What's that?
So, when you worked at Walmart, did you ever do cashiering?
Mhm.
Did you
I
ever
feel like this to me 75 times, David!
What kind of key?
Low!
What?
I didn't hear you!
Because it's so okay!
Get low.
Ball swing, guys.
I don't know, does ball sweat feel like boob sweat?
No.
Okay, then no.
No.
How would we know what
Duh.
movie it's like?
How would I know what ball sweat's like?
I don't know!
I do.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna pitch a really good idea, and I don't want you interrupting. Every single time you're gonna interrupt, you punch in the arm. Same thing goes with you, David! Every single time you interrupt, I'm gonna punch you in the arm.
Do it, bitch.
Alright, pitch me your idea.
Okay.
My mitt's open, come on.
Punch you in the arm, bitch! Come back here! Okay.
What's this?
A real life Nemo story.
Okay,
Where, like,
you lost me at real.
You lost me when you started, like, when you just said, and that was it. Go on. Go on with your story.
let's say Marlon and his wife. Oh,
Marlon
thank you.
Brando?
Marlin! Marlin!
Merlin?
I interrupted you.
That was Marlin. Like the fish.
It
The
is.
sea
No,
cucumber.
It is, but Marlon Brando was the godfather. You said a real life Nemo story. Although he's dead, so.
No, I want that one.
He'd be real dead.
Come on, throw me another one.
Oh.
Touch the popcorn first.
Okay. So, like. Now you got.
Eat your grape and compose yourself.
Okay, so Marlon and his
Good
wife,
deal.
that's pregnant, are out watching a movie. Let's say it's the Great Barrier Reef, just like
Okay,
for shits and giggles.
I forgot it wasn't fish. I'm like, fish can't get pregnant.
What?
And it's a late movie, and they're walking back to their car. Let's say they live in California, and
How about Boston? I want to get them. I want them to be shot out. Okay.
They get mugged.
New York.
In California?
I want to drive by.
Well, in California, they get mugged. and
Massachusetts.
She actually gets shot.
Okay.
Now
She
you gotta
dies, and
Like it in
Rhode
so
Island.
the baby's only.
has a bullet.
Every single time! Every single time you interrupt, punch it off!
Wait, does Marlon have to do emergency cesarean right there?
God, punch it off!
Okay, I'm gonna finish the story. So slowly, Merlin, whatever, drags the baby out of her vagina that's bleeding, just like in my dream.
She shoots eggs out.
You had to open up the vagina and take her clothes.
Oh, you missed her dream, but we'll tell you after the
Okay,
podcast.
thank you.
I think it's good enough to repeat again.
That's to do an emergency, like,
C-section?
C-section. Remove the baby, and so Nemo is a month premature, and so he has a lot of problems. He's not as big as normal children.
I wasn't a month premature, and I have a lot of problems.
True.
So he's not as well developed as he should be, and so he has to
I am well developed.
go to the hospital And now Merlin has a really tough time, and he's going to be a recovering alcoholic.
I knew that was gonna happen, except minus recovering.
Let's do recovering alcoholic, because he still wants to be a good dad. Because he is a good dad to Nemo in the movie.
Yeah, until he loses him.
Like, really protective over him.
Yeah, until he loses him.
And that's going to happen, and DHS is going to take Nemo away from him.
Okay.
And so they're going to take him,
Is
like,
DHS
far away.
the
Let's say New York.
All right.
On the other side of the coast.
All right.
And
Boston.
so it's about Merlin going to get Nemo, finding Nemo.
Okay, so basically that's.
And the part with the turtles can be like hobos on a train.
Yes! You had me at hobos on a train,
That's horrible.
which was the very last sentence.
It's a really good movie.
I think it'd be a shit movie.
I
I
want to
think-
see a movie where Marlon Brando goes and finds Captain Nemo, and they have gay love.
Yes! You got me a gay love!
Yeah.
That's the end. That's the end.
I know! You got me at the end! No, I think the Bruce the Shark should be someone who sells crack cocaine. Because I like sharks and crack cocaine.
Well,
Well, they have to be someone dangerous like that. Like, this isn't cool.
LSD dolphin.
Yeah, but then, like, no!
They smell blood.
It could be Hannibal!
No, I
He's
don't.
like,
Also said,
humans are friends, not
Humans
food.
are friends, not food.
I want.
God, yes.
I want Bruce to be a dude with an actual shark face tattoo.
I want Bruce to be
because
Bruce
that's just as threatening as an actual shark.
Yeah.
And he has a flamethrower.
Sure.
The actors
Sure.
is Bruce Green.
Yes.
Yeah, with a face tattoo.
And then the recovering alcoholic can be Jeff. I'll be the pregnant wife.
You'll be the homeless witch.
I don't know.
AKA the pregnant
I
wife.
don't know how the well scene would work out though in real life.
A giant tunnel.
He's high,
Welcome to America.
and then it's just an ambulance. I don't know.
Have you talked about that experience yet, Kathy? I missed that experience.
Were you
What?
were you
Oh, yeah,
when you
when I was
confused an
high.
ambulance?
No, that did not happen. I was not speaking well through an ambulance. I was in a safe environment.
With an ambulance. Ambulances are safe.
Ambulances are safe.
True. I was in Fayetteville, so.
There's ambulances there.
Yeah. It's actually a fire truck. I burned the whole place down.
And then the big huge stingray is gonna be a teacher, but secretly he's a pedophile.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're making like super creepy looking.
Why do you even bother with the Nemo analogy?
You need to get the child!
What is your rape gang?
Because everyone needs names. It's hard to think of names.
Fabio!
if you give it a name,
It's gonna be Fabio.
kill it.
What about the dentist?
The dentist is DHS, isn't it?
The dentist is God.
Okay, I'm gonna go get soda now.
Bring it
Okay,
back.
have fun.
I'll be here.
Did you hear me?
I'll be your face on the wind chime.
He was too busy running.
Where's your camera? Dalton.
Just use the candle thing. I'm kidding.
I'm not. I need to
Okay.
take a
What were you saying about Walmart and the cashier?
Yeah, I was asking if you did any cashiering.
What kind of
I did catch you.
register is
So
it?
close.
They have just the touch screen and they have the number, the keypad over on the side.
Okay, yeah, that's what we had too.
Did you ever get any crazies?
Not really. Because it's not Prairie Grove. I had it on like the good side of Fayetteville.
Yeah. So people come in and I'm like, oh, they look nice and respectable, and then they start going on about conspiracy theories.
What kind of theories?
So there's
Why
a
do
guy.
UFOs, aliens!
Why do you? I can't believe you ever thought of anyone as nice and respectful.
Oh, they look nice.
Was it a mirror?
In Prairie Grove. You did. Was it a mirror?
I think I look nice and innocent, and then as long as I don't open my mouth, and the demon comes out
I can see it in your
in
eyes.
black soul. Anyways, so there's this older guy came in and he was wearing like overalls, and
Oh, that seems
He was-
respectable.
well, he was like a veteran, and so to me me, automatically, I'm like, oh, they're nice. Like, I'm gonna treat them nice because they deserve to be treated nice. And then
Yeah, that doesn't mean they're nice though.
maybe it does.
No.
And
It's for the same thing.
and so I can't even remember what he bought, but it was like
Probably
one
like
thing.
A tomato and then like saltpeter because
It
he's crazy.
was something weird. No, he bought some oil, like not like oil, but it's like in a tin can. It's kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, but it was for something for a vehicle. That's all I know. And so he grabbed his stuff
You asshole!
and he was leaving, and he's like, "Hey, did you read that article about how hackers can now get into your car?" I'm like,
Oh yeah, I read that.
"What?"
David was the crazy person.
I saw a nest. You don't do
And he was like, "Yeah, these people can hack into
Sure don't.
like Chrysler
Did you like the
and
soda?
turn your stuff on and off."
This one.
And I was like,
Soda?
"I don't want that one.
You want this one?
Soda?
I want that one."
Okay.
Thank you.
It's not for
And-
David.
No.
Just so he wouldn't explain it to me. I was like, "Yeah, I read that one."
I didn't jump
He's like,
in
"It's
that.
crazy, isn't it?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then this one guy that I work with who's kind of a little off, he started talking about, he's like, "Yeah, they can get in there, turn everything on and off and blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "I'm just going to walk away now. I'm going to leave you two crazies to dish it out over here, and I am going to go fix some tuna cans." And that's what I did. And that's what I did.
A good ending.
Abby, do you like facing a Walmart?
Get faced!
It doesn't,
It makes me
Welcome
happy.
to
It makes my OCD happy.
that's what it is for me. Like, as long as
Would you
nobody's touching anything.
Would you like the Dr. Pecker?
Dr. Pecker.
Would you like the Dr. Pecker? You can have the Dr. Pecker. if
Hey
you like.
Ryan, why doesn't the chicken wear pants?
What?
Or the rooster?
Good one.
Wait, let's
No, that was not okay. Why doesn't the rooster?
Ryan's like,
Good one.
or a rooster.
Why doesn't the rooster wear pants?
Why?
Because that's not where his pecker is.
I
I remember Chaz put that on the whiteboard. I'm like, Chaz, why'd you put this on the whiteboard?
Like Chaz and my father would get along.
Toby wanted to name one of the chicks we had one time Pecker. And my dad was like,
Toby's fucking
my dad was
retarded.
like, I don't think we should do that.
No, your dad's like, yes! Let's name everything Pecker!
No,
Pecker too,
my dad
Pecker
was
too.
like, my dad was like, yeah, I really don't think that's the best thing to do. And I was like, why? Oh. And then she was like, no, we shouldn't do that. And my dad's like, actually, let's do it. Okay.
No, we had inventory today, so we had to block zone everything, which means
Inventory's crazy.
the bottom.
Yeah.
Totally. The bottom row, everything has to come up, and then if there's stuff that goes on top, you have to push it all the way back. We had to do the whole store for that. Luckily, it's a really small store.
Yeah.
But we started like Monday. We started doing that, and you start early, and then people come and shop and fuck it all up. So
True.
yeah,
Struggle at Harps.
yeah. And then every time I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go zone now. And then as soon as I got like knee deep into anything, a line would form at the checker. They're like, hey, we need another cashier up here. So I like, at one point, I had to shove all my cans underneath the shelf because I didn't have time to put them back.
You should just put yourself on the shelf.
You just shove your cans in the shelf.
Like
Yeah.
tuna.
Yeah, so.
The one thing I like about Harps more than a Walmart,
Okay.
it's like Tooth and You. That Walmart would be like, fuck, now we're gonna let 6 people pile up in this line before we call them the checker.
Yeah. I kind of wish that I would have went to Harps instead of Walmart because I can't sell alcohol at Walmart. I have to call a manager every
time.
single time.
They're like, oh, you look 21. I'm like, no,
Like,
I'm 18.
Just because my kids look 21.
Yeah.
About that.
But hey, you can look forward to this when you're like 50, your tits may grow again.
Actually, I think that's
You're
why
just
they've been
gonna drop.
hurting. I think they've been hurting, and so I think they got bigger.
You
Well, I think this one got bigger again.
Are you pregnant? Do you have cancer?
This morning.
Are you pregnant with a crab?
So I was laying in bed, and my mom comes in her bra pant. She's like, I think I need a bigger size bra. I'm like, why? She's like, but and she was like fixing her boot. I'm like, just so I had to get up, and I was like, let me see. And so I tried to Juggling.
And then you had like mother-daughter sex.
No. No.
Ryan.
No.
This is already a gross story. I want more.
Bye, Ryan.
So I was like thinking, sometimes when you you guys don't know. Well, maybe if it's the same.
Ryan
as
knows
I don't
because
know.
he has 8 cups.
Everything.
But when you put on a bra, sometimes you have to scoop and
It's
lift.
pretty much beef.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So you have to scoop and lift. And so I was like, well, maybe mom
Scoop
didn't
and
scoop and lift. So I was like, just fix them. She's like, what do you mean? She talks them further. I'm like, no, not underneath your armpit. You have to bring them up.
Yeah, your mom's like, I need like a gun holster so I can like slip them in like right here.
And
Like
so.
to the sides of my ribcage.
Like Brendan Fraser in the
And
Mummy.
she's like,
Yeah,
do you?
exactly.
She's like, do you have any of the size bigger? I'm like, Mom, none of mine are gonna fit you. And so she keeps putting on all of mine, and like I had my drawer, like it was organized. Now
This
it's not.
sounds awful.
It was awful.
Man.
Let me be in there.
I wish my dad came in and was like, man, I think my dick's a little bigger. Can you help me size condoms? That's awful.
Yeah,
Did you wash
but
them all afterwards?
Of course not.
They're just boobs.
no, they're just
Wrong. That's weird.
If they're sweaty, then yes.
Yeah, that's
No, that's weird anyway.
no.
If somebody's like slipping on my underwear, I'm like,
Well, that's boobs. Boobs don't lactate all the time.
No.
it's not. I mean, it's the same deal for dudes.
Sorry.
Anyway.
That makes sense because it's down here.
What?
That doesn't make sense with boobs.
I'm saying that's the only counterpart that dudes have.
So then, after she found her,
Yo, let's check your straps.
Dicks are moist.
I mean,
Shut up, David. You don't know anything about penises.
maybe he knows everything about these.
You're a pecker.
Dalton, you want to share Jack's strap?
At the same time.
I mean,
We have a twofer.
Oh.
One big banana hammock.
I had to wear Cody's underwear the other day because I didn't have any. It was weird.
Like, as long as they're clean, I'm okay with wearing other
This
girls'
is never
underwear.
washed. You fucking retarded. We were trading in the parking lot.
In the creek.
He wipes his butt and throws it away. He does not flush it.
What?
Who cares?
I don't want to.
I found the toilet paper. It was brown.
It's brown in the trash can. It is gross. Who does that? Who does that?
Well,
Poor people.
People at your house, right?
people who don't
Oh, okay.
Poor people.
people who don't have like
Poor people.
the septic.
Yeah.
Poor people.
We have our own septic tank.
Poor people.
You're not there a long time.
Poor
And it has
people.
not overflowed or
Hey,
any
Ryan,
problem.
your house is also not as old as Cody's probably.
Cody's house is a piece of shit.
Exactly.
Miles is a piece of shit too.
Better piece of shit.
It's a lesbian.
You polished that turn a lot. It's true.
Anyway, traded underwear with Cody, and they were like briefs, and they were super tight. I'm like, Cody, how do you wear these? And he's like, well, they're kind of tight on me too. And I'm like, no, like
Get more underwear.
these are really tight on me.
I'm losing
How do you
circulation to my
wear
cock.
I'm like, I don't understand. He's like, well, I don't know. I have underwear for a long time. I'm like,
Have you listened to the podcast with
Yes.
Chris Damaris about
Yes.
the underwear? He was saying, they're asking him, how old is your oldest pair of underwear? He's like,
3.
15 years.
When you don't grow, you don't need to buy anymore.
And then they're all laughing at him. And he's like, yeah, they're kind of tight.
That's just, honestly, that's
and
about
the
my
waistband
brother's.
is showing the rubber now.
Yeah.
So.
My brother's is just, like, he hasn't grown at all. And then, so, like, if I, like, go through the clean clothes and there's this huge gaping hole, I'm like, he's not gonna miss these. Gonna toss them. But I think the underwear that I wore yesterday, the ones that kept slipping down my butt because my butt was too big, I think those were Mom's. And then, like, when I took them off, there were holes from Ryan trying to stretch it over my butt.
Oh.
So I was like, well, these are ruined.
Sorry, Mom.
So I just threw them in the trash. And then I hid the evidence because Mom's like, why do you throw a perfectly good pair of underwear in the trash?
God damn it!
You're supposed to replace clothing. It's not forever.
No, say no.
There's been like 2 days in a row that I put on underwear with holes in it, and I'm like, I should probably throw these away. And then I never do.
Underwear.
Well, I don't have periods anymore, so.
True.
Oh, because you're pregnant. That's right.
Because you have cancer.
Because you have menopause.
All of the above.
I'm done.
Pregnant cancer.
How can I be pregnant?
All of my reproductive organs are fusing together to become a baby, but it's a tumor baby.
What's wrong with you?
You should just.
It's okay though, because it's
Where do you want me to start?
We saw your Jesus Christ baby in the toilet before.
Gross.
toilet baby.
I mean, your organs tried once.
they tried to expel themselves. But no, I still do have like my good underwear, and then the underwear that I'm like, I don't really care. Like I still separate because I still do have some of my old period underwear because I'm like, they're clean. Why am I gonna get rid of it? Just because they're stained?
I guess you're gonna miss the panty raid.
So if you guys ever go to my underwear drawer, do not get the ones closest to the right side.
Why would we do that?
Those are the bad
Don't hit the
I'm
table.
not wearing those
I hope it
things.
shatters.
Thanks for informing us. We won't.
Because I have it just like my nicer underwear are not cotton. They're like spandex and lace and blah blah blah. So they go over
Spandex
there
So what do you got?
And blah blah blah.
and blah blah blah.
And they're also made out of like chainmail. Just
That too. They're for like if I don't want any panty liners. Like
And she also keeps those with her chastity belts.
yeah, well, I'm pretty sure my personality is my own chastity.
And all the people you've killed.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't really help that I drag their bodies around.
They're like balloons, but you have to drag
They're
them.
so bloated though. I mean, they don't float yet.
Yeah.
These
Okay.
MeUndies suck.
You're one pair? Why?
Yeah. I mean, they're fine, but they're already like deteriorating. Like I wear them like.
Your panties?
Yeah, my panties. I'm gonna switch to something else. Yeah, I wear my lace panties whenever I'm gonna go out.
I'm glad you finally tell us.
I mean, we've been known for a long time. We just didn't want to say.
You're a cross-dresser. It's okay, though.
Yeah, of course.
I heard crotch dresser. Yeah, I dress my crotch.
Vagina!
Oh my god. Go
I write eat me and bejewels.
You spin it around without the like frills on it.
Definitely.
You get one of those noise makers.
Wow. Or like a bell, like a cat.
Honestly.
Anyway, they suck. They're not worth $15.
Why would you pay $50 for a pair? Okay.
Why wouldn't you?
Okay. Now, people on the internet are like, once you hit a certain age, you can't buy underwear in packs. So I'm like, bullshit! Underwear in packs is cheaper and they last longer.
Yeah.
Also, no one's going to be down there, so it doesn't matter.
They don't last longer.
They do too. I've had mine for like 7 years.
Gross. I knew you were going to say that.
I can do
I
that.
already have a prepared statement.
When we go to Austin, we're gonna get more underwear, okay? We're gonna go to that place that Brandon said. And then...
Okay, deal. But then they have to be all cotton.
Okay.
For every
You're
day.
gonna ask
You can't
the
just-
employee.
Yeah, you have to wear. For me, I have to wear cotton almost every single day, or my pH gets a little whack, and not the good kind of whack.
Is there a bag
I
kind of
don't know.
whack?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
like there's fictional kind of whack.
Oh, okay.
Let's not talk about vagina anymore. Even though this whole podcast has basically been about
We're too
vagina.
close, guys. I'm sorry. We
Dude,
have to
so
separate.
vaginas?
No, we're never too close. Yeah, I want to take mine shot.
What?
You don't want to
Yeah.
get twisted.
That's Abby's dream.
You weren't here, you slut.
You missed 40 minutes of the podcast.
Technically, it was a few hours, please.
Yeah.
A few.
You said in a few, 1 hour, so you combine them both, a few hours.
In a few, I'll come by in 1 hour.
Why did you say in a few if you were gonna say a time?
Because Ryan doesn't plan ahead at all. You don't even like a full sentence.
Kinda like
He
that
just
one
stopped his
time.
thought like halfway through.
When we were all at David's, and I told my dad, "Hey, I'll be home in a little while," and he thought I said a minute. 2 hours later, he's out looking for me.
Oh yeah.
I remember when my parents left me at school and they didn't pick me up, and then they said they did, but they didn't, and then I had to walk.
Like, I'm not even home!
And then I had to walk home, and then they were like, "Why'd you stay at school?" And I was like, "Why didn't you pick me up? Aren't you my parents?" And they're like, "No." And
Why are you such a cunt?
I remember so many times my parents had to drive me home from places because, like, your parents would just, like, leave you there at, like, sporting events and, like, never care.
Yeah.
They also had to pay for you to get in, so you're like, oh, hey!
No, you had to pay for food. I could get in. I just couldn't eat.
So did I tell you the first night that I worked, we stayed till little after 2. And my mom called my manager twice.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling us that.
And I was like,
Twice?
yeah. The first time she's like, hey, just wanted to make sure, did Abby leave already? And she's like, no, we're still working. And like an hour later, my mom's like, hey, are you still working? I was like, I heard her voice. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm just.
You heard.
Yeah. I heard, hey, is Abby, we're still working! And my manager was just like, I think that's really sweet. I'm like,
No.
everyone who meets my mom at first thinks she's sweet.
No, wrong.
Because she puts on a charade.
No, I never thought your mother was sweet. I always thought she was
Good.
crazy.
Good.
Yeah, I always thought she was kind of weird. I'm like,
And
She is-
I'm related to you,
guys.
Abby.
Yeah, no one. I feel like no one sees. She probably says the same thing about me. Whenever people are like, "Oh, Abby's so sweet," and my mom's like, "She's the devil." Like,
I think we're all pretty okay with that by now.
I mean,
Yeah, my parents were
in
like,
times, fucking.
"You were my son," and they're like, "Yeah, he was so cute." And mom's like, "No, he's not anymore." It's also disappointing. And they're like, "Oh."
No, it's always been that way with me. When
Same.
when teachers are like, "Oh, Abby's so nice that she does everything without complaint," mom's like, "You don't have her at home." It just seems like I'm just running through the house, like tearing things up and writing pentagrams on the wall. I was. So.
You're only trying to trap demons, bro. I mean, come on.
Yeah, so that I could
Like
absorb
your
them into my body.
Your mother.
This one lady walked into Chuck E. Cheese the other day. I was working Kids Check, and she
She
had
was a demon? That was related.
Well, if you would let me fucking finish, man, you don't get it!
No, no finish ever! Especially not himself.
You don't get to finish.
Anyway, she walked through pentagrams on her toms.
Cool.
And so I asked her, like, are you a Supernatural fan? And she was like, oh yeah, I'm a huge one. I'm like, okay, that's good then.
I'm a huge one.
Yeah, yeah. But just
Gay
to
sex is
confirm,
happening.
like, which way you would do the
Very
pentagram?
disturbing gay sex.
Wait, I don't have the video camera out yet!
Not approved for all audiences.
No, approved for all audience.
No.
No, you're right. You're right. This is the roughest gay sex ever.
Oh, yeah, he's talking. That one's struggling. They're holding hands now.
Struggling.
Why are you trying to get me to touch your nips?
No,
Because you already had me in your lap. I mean, this is the next step, obviously.
This is the roughest gay sex ever.
You can tweet that.
Oh, I put it on Snapchat. Was it good for you?
It was alright for me, not the best.
Are you guys already done? I mean, that's quick, Ryan.
Were you satisfied?
That's like 30 seconds.
I don't like that sound. Stop it.
He's beat the kitty up.
You're not moist enough.
Okay.
No.
I just don't understand.
Kathy, sit over here.
They're gonna destroy the table.
They won't touch the table.
Fight outside, girls.
Girls.
Sharkeisha. I'm gonna go sit by David. Bye, bitch.
We broke up.
We broke up.
Right after the dick got
Get the fuck out of here.
A baby.
You're not allowed back here.
Get your shit. Get off my property.
But he's not allowed back. He can't get his shit.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing it
well,
out the window.
yeah.
I'll sell it to you for a nominal fee.
It's yours.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's right.
You're like,
What?
oh, good talk.
Trying to catch my breath. So.
Just give me half your breath.
Me too.
Whenever I went to Allison's, whenever I got drunk and high, it was pretty fun. I don't remember a lot of things.
Yeah, of course.
As usual. But I didn't drunk text anyone. I didn't even drunk text you guys, which is really weird.
I was, as soon as you were like, I'm gonna go get drunk, I'm like, she's gonna text everybody.
Because that usually happens, but it didn't happen this
I
time.
need FaceTime Kevin.
Yeah.
And you start crying, and then I have to hold you to my bosom, and
And then I puked. I only puked once.
woo!
And it was a great
Your liver is adapted.
because I ate too much pizza. And I was like, oh, that was too much pizza.
Why
And
you
I was like, ah!
chicken?
Yeah, that's
And I was
what
having fruit punch too. So the puke was like pastel red.
Hey, at least it looked good.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll take a picture. Aesthetics. I didn't take a picture. I'm not Andrew
You
Blanchard.
posted it to crappy designs.
Yeah. Graphic design is my. Oh,
That's very graphic.
yeah,
Very graphic design. That should be.
very graphic.
That should definitely be a subreddit.
Graphic design is my passion. That's what I was trying to say. Anyways, that was my first time getting high. But the boys, and they kept talking about it. I'm like, what are you saying? Like, they're like, and yeah, it's blue, and I'm like, this is not blue, this is green. I was already high at this point.
Louis C.K. has like an awesome. Well, he has a lot of awesome comedy about getting high, but he has one where he's like, yeah, after the show one time, there were a bunch of teenagers out in the parking lot, and they were like, you want to get high with us? And I was like, yeah. So I went out there, and I was talking to them, and, you know, they said, this is some pretty strong stuff, and I smoked a lot in my days, so I was like, sure I can handle it. And then he was like, for the rest of the time, I was just thinking to myself, oh, I'm breathing too much. I'm not breathing enough. Oh, I need to seem normal. Too relaxed. I need to be more relaxed but less relaxed. He's like, I had to alternate who I was looking at because I couldn't hear anything, and I was alternating. I was like, I've looked at her too long. I've on to you. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
This seems like Abby's everyday, like, I need to blend in. Nope, looked at her too long. Move on to the next one. I'm breathing too much.
My tuna.
I do feel like that. Sometimes I'm like, I'm moving too much. I just need to stand still. And then I'm like, no, I'm too still.
I'm too still. The sharks will notice me. And then I took my first puff or whatever, and she was like, that was a really big one. Are you okay? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you took that.
Was it a blunt?
It was out of a.
Bong.
It was a
It was a
blonde.
tiny
Hookah.
pipe. Tiny pipe.
Oh.
Danny
Vape.
I don't know what they're called.
Crack pipe.
So you had to smoke
Yes.
Are they
No, it was tiny, and you. I don't know if they're
I don't
called.
know what that is.
No,
But it was tiny,
I don't
and
know
then
what
you
that
light it, and you breathe it in.
It's a little pipe.
Yeah, it's a tiny pipe. That's what I said!
So a quarter pipe.
Yes.
Hash pipe. I got my hash pipe. Squeeze it, come on.
I was like,
Was
wait,
it
what?
Stone Pipe?
Yeah.
Is it
It was PVC pipe.
It was like the long one.
glass and pretty?
It was glass and pretty.
No, the Micho Pipe's from.
I probably know where you
National
got
Treasure.
it then.
It was like the
Yeah.
Then you puff in your high-backed chair with your smoking jacket, and you look out the window haughtily as you
Yeah.
go.
I took my first puff, and I'm like, I don't feel too good. And my throat felt really bad. I was like, I had too much pizza, and I was like, I'm gonna throw up. I threw up, and then I was like, I feel much better. So I took a few more puffs, and I was like, sorry, I didn't brush my teeth yet. And they're like, Candy, go brush your teeth. I'm like, okay.
So
Because I was drunk.
I just got puke all
Oh,
over your
God,
pipe.
you just.
I didn't get it anywhere except in the toilet, which I'm very.
Yes! Hole in one!
Yeah.
I'm proud of you too.
You guys should get more cool friends. Okay.
I should get friends.
Who We are a gathering. Yes, but girls. Oh, true.
Ghouls. Yeah, that was the best conversation. We should go to more gatherings. We are a gathering. Oh, but girls. Oh, true. That's it.
TROO.
Yeah.
True.
And girls.
Yeah, so you know how whenever I take pain pills,
Yes.
like I get really paranoid.
I know what you mean.
You take 15 at a time.
No, well, my sister was like, the first time I got high, I think I got too high. And she's like, all I could do was sit on the couch and think everyone was talking about me. So
I always think that.
she was like sitting on the couch, and then if anybody came to come sit by her, she's like, hey, are they talking to me about over there? And she was trying to whisper.
Are they talking to me about over there?
She was trying to whisper, but she couldn't.
I hear them.
About me talking.
They're talking about me is.
And they're like, no.
I saw.
And they're like, no, they're just talking about blah blah. And, and like in her mind, she's like, you're lying.
This is a cover up.
Like she was so paranoid. I'm like, I understand. Because when I tried to get off my pain pills, people were crawling in my car when I was getting gas.
People were crawling in my car.
Crawling in my skin.
They're like the Beatles from The Mummy.
These wounds, they will not heal. Scary Beatles.
Scary dork.
This is scary killer.
But I got there around 9, and they were already drinking. I'm like, okay. And she got a whole bottle of wine for Colin because he doesn't like anything else.
Colin.
Of course.
Huh?
Colin.
Nothing.
And
You're just rude.
they got like 3 bottles of liquor.
Hashtag weird.
One was called Hypnotic. It was terrible. It was like,
that.
it was terrible. I smelled it. I'm like, it smells moldy.
What is it?
It's like, I don't know.
That's how I feel
It's
like
just really
wine
bad
smells-
alcohol.
I feel like wine smells moldy and tastes moldy.
Yeah. So yeah, so
And you
my
just don't
puke
drink it?
Yeah.
was like slightly tinted purple because of the blue liquor. And then there was like orange flavored rum from Parrot Bay.
Mm.
And then
So when you said purple, I'm like, no, wait, hold on. He said that it was slightly tinted purple, but then you said it was blue. I was like, how does that happen? But then I heard blue, it made me
we're doing shots of the
Seriously, Abby.
we're doing shots of hypnotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're doing shots of hypnotic. And we didn't, and the pizza wasn't coming yet.
Funky fresh.
Yeah, because it was still making. And then
Who's still making?
it was still making.
Giorno?
we got pizza.
It's not delivery. It's
working.
And we heard a knock on the door, and Alice was like, go in the closet. And so me and Colin were both gay. So we're like, okay. And we're also underage. So she was like, it might be the police. I'm like, why would the police come
Why did
here?
they show up?
It was just our other friend. I was like, I'm eating my pizza.
How does any of that story make any sense?
I think it all makes
We're
sense.
both gay, so we got the closet.
Is this the Colin that went to school?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was gay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guessed he was.
Allison was like, are you gay? And he's like,
Gay.
hello.
Yeah, that's the best answer.
I just guessed that he was.
You guess everyone's gay. It's
Hey, you
part
know
of your
what?
fantasy.
I'm fucking right.
What?
I thought he was going to say, I'm fucking gay.
Why is something right?
I don't know
I
if
should
you guys
print
are
out.
right, but
Were you
you
right
know.
about
Austin
yourself?
Strowman?
Yeah, he was.
We always.
Oh, really? What a surprise.
You know what? It was in the first grade.
You're like,
wow,
that's
fucking
wow, I
grade.
thought this is the first
When I was in the first grade, I thought I was gay.
What do you call?
I could draw. That's it.
Ryan called the gay boy since the first grade.
Oh. Boys are supposed to have feelings.
Look at the
You
brain.
had that gaydar.
No, he called him.
Also, Sarah's cousin. Whatever his face is now.
For whatever
What
reason.
is Sarah's cousin? Oh, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Gay McDadgle!
Oh, God.
Yeah, I called that he was gay in like 7th grade. I think that's gay.
Yeah.
And it turned out he was gay.
Who?
Chris.
Chris.
Oh.
I'm not saying
all
last
the
names. You guys
obvious
said last
people.
names too much. I keep editing it out.
You guys, you called all the most possibly obvious people.
Well, you know what? I still was right. Duck theory.
4 times.
Duck theory!
the duck.
You're a piece of shit. If it looks like a duck and it sounds like a duck, then it's probably a duck.
And talks.
Ryan says it all the time.
Are you a fucking duck?
If it looks like a duck.
You look like a duck.
If it looks like a douche and it sounds like a douche,
It's probably a
it's probably a douche. And also into gay boys. Because all he does is sound like a gay boy.
I'm not so.
All you want to talk about is people who are gay.
No, I'm not. No, that's not I do that. But I've never do those things. Hardly at all. And you're like,
You always tell me that I do things and I never do those things. Hardly at all.
I only touched the penis a little bit.
I only called him 3 times.
I only stroked it twice.
He answered twice.
2 separate times. To completion.
It only took me like an hour. I mean,
It only took me 1 stroke.
It's not a slot machine, Cassie.
Give me the nipples.
Just slot machine sounds terrible. Like
We always talk about gay sex every podcast.
Because it's the most interesting thing that we ever think about.
Bibbidi bobbidi boop.
I'd be starting to rap. Starting to freestyle.
The pizza's dropped. That means I gotta rap now.
Yesterday, when I check people out, I'm starting to say, like, have a nice night or have a nice day or whatever. When I first started out, like, it was so stilted, it sounded like I was a foreign exchange student. I was like, have a nice day!
Ryan and I, when we went out the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Every time somebody
Wow,
said
what a
something
burger.
to us, like, normally they'd say have a good day, it was like 2 o'clock and they'd say have a good night. Every single person. It was really weird. It was really weird because we talked to the cute purple hair girl and she was like, have a good night. And I'm like, it's like 3.
Yeah.
It's 3 o'clock. They all said have a good night though. And I'm like, I never hear anyone tell me have a good night. They always say have a good day, even if it is night.
I usually start saying that after
2 p.m.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Because, after dinner.
After, during the night. Perhaps. Not at 2:30.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to get to the point where I, like, automatically smile at people. I'm like, oh my god, am I becoming friendly? Do I like being this friendly? The answer's no.
Automatic hit,
I'm trying to remember what I say. I said have a good day. Yeah, it depends on the time.
Yeah.
And whenever they say thank you, I just go, I don't say you're welcome.
I say thank you back. I don't say you usually don't say
Thank
you're
you. Come again.
I don't say come again either.
welcome.
I'm like, I know you're coming back. I've seen you here 4
And when
times.
they come in, I also don't say welcome to Walmart. I just say I don't say anything. I smile.
I
And
smile
it's
too.
even just it's like a close lip. I honestly don't know what my close lip smile looks like, so I could look like the Joker. I'm like, Walmart.
I'm Bridget.
Walmart. But yeah. And then I also don't help. I don't ask them if I can help them. If they're like in the aisle, I don't ask can I help you find anything. I wait for them to approach me.
Just if I'm in the mood, I'm like, you need help.
No, I just try to look like I'm friendly enough that they can ask me.
Yeah.
So I make sure, like, if I make eye contact with them, then I'm like, that to me that means yes, I can help you. I don't know what that means to them. Like, one my communication is all I need.
Yeah.
That's evidence.
At the Walmart I worked at, there was a bunch of old people there, so they couldn't get the cans at the bottom of the shelf, and they're like, can you help me? I'm like, of course. I'm like, do you need all of it? I'll get all of it for you. They're like, thank you.
Do you need all of it? Take all of it.
Get out of here.
There was this one guy.
I don't want to see you here again.
Get your shit and get out.
I think he had some kind of problem, but he was talking to everybody. He's like, I come here all the time. You'll soon know my name. Blah blah blah. He's like, they call me Trouble, and I didn't know what else to say. I was like, that's what they call me too.
I would have been like the board game? Where's your bubble?
Sorry.
Every time I wear these shorts, my thighs get really sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say ass, but I was supposed to say thighs. But either way, it gets really sweaty.
Swamp ass.
So then I just end up sticking to the chair.
Yeah.
Abby, you're so feminine and erotic.
Thanks! A little told me that last night. She's like, man, Abby, you're so attractive. I'm like, sorry.
She works there too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We work basically the same
Elizabeth
shifts. My cousin.
And she
Swans.
seemed to kind of acknowledge my existence, but she was like,
You look familiar.
she like kind of smiled. She was like,
Yeah,
and then it was just like failing on her
she wasn't
face.
really sure who you were, I think.
And I know, but the expression that she gave me was just like timeless.
Yeah, well,
Really.
you know.
It was like she smiled and it just like died, and then she smiled and then it was like.
Yeah, well, you know.
I went to the upper bound ceremony, and my the directors were like, "Hey, Gabby." I'm like, "Hi." They're like, "Hi," because they're like, "You got a haircut." I'm like, "Yes."
Nope.
Like, because the last time they saw me was my hair was all the way down here, and they're like, "Seems like you've had the haircut for your whole life." I'm like, "No, you saw me like a year ago."
Yeah, so apparently, like yesterday, my Elizabeth's brother, his baby mama, she went into labor,
Baby mama.
but I think she was just having Braxton Hicks, and then she was dehydrated, which, you know, made them worse.
Yeah.
And
Get some fluid in you.
so she had to go to the hospital, and she kept texting Elizabeth. She's like, "Hey, will you call your brother because he's not answering me?" And it turns out that my cousin Tyler, he makes her work, and he stays at home all day and does absolutely nothing.
I'll
I
beat
was
that
like-
boy up.
Man!
Beat the pussy up.
And I was like, if they, like, I feel like she should have known this was going to happen before they decided they wanted to have a kid, because they planned it. They're like, we're going to get pregnant. I'm like, I wouldn't do that
Yeah,
for
we
you.
are.
But at the time, my cousin was working at a really good welding shop, but his boss was a creeper. And he's like, hey, if you showed me nudes of your girlfriend, I'll give you a raise.
What?
That's exactly how that happened.
It'll give him a raise.
Boom!
And then, like, he kept scheduling Tyler for work, and every time he was at work, he kept texting Hannah, which is Tyler's baby mama, and he's like, hey, come over to my house. And so it's like, well, maybe, like, I can understand why he quit.
Nah.
But I don't know why he just didn't go get another job. Like, I mean, he could probably get somewhere else welding.
Yeah.
I mean, and that pays pretty good money, so. But I'm like, that's kind of what she. I mean, I feel like that's what she gets to. I mean, that sounds awful, but I just don't think people should just start having kids nowadays right out of like high school.
Yeah.
Just because, you have to support the kids. I mean, back in our.
I'll support them with my high school diploma.
Back in our day.
Like a year ago.
Back in our
My God.
I mean, right now.
He looks like Ryan. Ryan's
Oh my
like,
God.
that kid looks like he's in high school. What a loser. Like, that's like a year ago, Ryan. It's like, no, they're losers. I'm like, okay.
Sometimes I forget I'm not on a pension. Like back in our parents' day, I mean, that would be fine. I mean, I was gonna say, obviously my mom did okay, but that's bad.
Back in my parents' day was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say 10 days ago.
That too, really.
Whenever I had grandparents.
So now.
Even you dare.
It's a good noise that we're recording.
Great for audio.
Ryan,
It's great for video too.
it's too bad we're not recording video.
That'd be too much on my computer.
You would need an external hard drive
Yeah.
with 20 terabytes of space.
Yeah, let me just spend like
What are
$600.
you recording in? 600.
AVI.
600 times. Yeah.
When you guys talk computer lingo, I zone out.
That's what happened in the most
You
recent
always
podcast
zone
too.
out.
Because me and David were talking about Rain Meter, and then they were talking about League of Legends. You guys are like, you guys are fucking nerds.
But yeah, like when you guys like put stuff on the chat, I'm like,
It doesn't pertain to me.
I don't know.
Okay.
I try to understand, but then I'm like,
I don't think you do.
I do.
One time I tried to export one of our podcasts from Sony Vegas to AVI.
Yes.
It turned out to be 200 gigabytes. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know the measurement of.
That's like,
AVI
I
is movie
how
player.
big is your biggest flash drive?
32.
That's like at least 6 times.
Gigabytes. Gigabytes. It's gigabytes.
I'll listen to you.
It's not megabytes.
No, it's
because
32 megabytes.
years ago,
1 kilobyte.
We actually have a flash drive that my grandma gave me, and she was like, "This will work for you, right?" And it was 32 megabytes. I'm like, "No, I can't move one song with this. Please."
Yeah, like
What's
I
one of the
learned
games
the
you-
measurements in
No.
one of the computer classes.
Gigabytes are big.
Yes. Megabyte is smaller than gigabyte.
Maybe if I just like instead of saying like in my mind instead of thinking of bytes, maybe if I transfer them all over to like the chemistry,
Yeah.
that'll work.
That'll work.
I think you're doing chemistry right now.
I need to count 24 times 7.
How do I count 24 times 7? Oh!
See, like in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna say this, but then my brain doesn't wait for me to figure it out first. It just like goes full forward. It's like, no, we're gonna fuck it up, and it fucks it up, and then I try to recover it, and it doesn't work because I'm a bad recoverer.
Recover.
It makes bad things badder. That doesn't really work.
Makes good things gooder.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make good things gooder.
It doesn't do anything. It's you. You're you.
No, it's not. I don't think you understand how my brain is. My brain is not connected to the rest of me.
My brain
It
was
probably
connected
isn't, to be
my
honest.
My brain and my mouth are not in sync.
Doesn't mean they're not connected.
To me, it does.
Mine are Backstreet Boys.
Well, your brain and your mind.
Because you said NSYNC.
I get it.
In what case?
She said not in sync.
No, it's Menudo. It's the New Kids on the Block.
Mine's actually
Mine's
fucking
actually.
handsome.
Not good.
It's Big Time Rush.
I think that makes mine YouTube.
It's even worse than in sync.
Yeah.
Mine's a K-pop. That's a K-pop.
K-pop.
Mine's Kids Bob!
Kids Bop 377.
One of the biggest bands, one of the biggest K-pop bands has like 19 members. I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm like,
How do you fit that
I
many?
assume you mean.
Anywhere.
Do you mean in popularity or do you mean just?
members? That's like the whole
Well,
group.
that's not as surprising.
Are they also a
What?
dance troupe?
Yes.
What?
They're actually a circus troupe, really.
Yeah, they sing and dance.
I got the music in there.
I can't imagine having more than 4 people.
I'm like, how do y'all get singing parts?
Yeah.
That's
No.
crazy.
Gorillaz has 6 people.
So they also change out.
I know, they change out lead singers, though. I mean, you can do that. The members don't change, their positions in the band change, though. Pretty much. I think there's only been, like, one person substituted.
In my mind, it works like, you know when you play volleyball? And one person
Brother
moves up.
Mickey.
Yeah.
What? New album? Yes. I got you. But in the K-pop band, I can't even say it right anymore.
K-pop.
They're called Super Junior. There's like 19 of them. I think it's gone down.
Junior band at all.
Mm-mm. They're all like in their late 20s.
Where they're super junior.
Yeah, and like they're in South Korea, so they have to be in the army for like a year.
They're not a North Korean.
No, they're not. No.
Oh, hell, leader. We have no food.
So like every year it goes from like the normal 15 to like 9, and I'm like, what?
I guess that makes sense.
So yeah, and then during tours there are like 5 of them, and then like backup
You
dancers.
said tours, and I was like, tours of duty?
Overture.
Or tours?
You said Julie.
No, I was like band tours or like military tours?
All of them.
Well,
A, B, and C.
no.
Possibly D.
That's
These
exactly what
Shut
I said. And that's not what I was gonna say, David.
Yasmin just sent me
Another poke?
yes. But also a Snapchat that said, I just found my GameCube memory stick. And I'm like, what? In your luggage? You're in Chile.
Where were you taking it? Like, when was the last time you used that luggage? You're like, I need my GameCube memory.
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Chile.
Chile.
I probably played GameCube like once because it was my sister's, and she let no one touch it. And so whenever she was gone, I'm like, I'm gonna play this game, and then I was like, this game is too hard, so I'm not gonna play this game.
Probably why she never let
It
me
was the
touch
Lord of the Rings game.
Well, that game was hard on me.
There was a lot. The Hobbit game was super fucking hard. The Lord of the Rings games for it weren't that bad.
For GameCube. Okay. I never played GameCube.
Return PS.
Yeah.
I think I only played like 2 games probably because my cousins had it.
I played GameCube a ton because all my cousins had GameCube, so then I'd go play there. And I was like, I bought you a GameCube! And I'm like, awesome. And she was like, it was $30. I'm like,
So it's a piece of shit, right?
I was like, so thanks, you devalued my present.
We had all the PlayStation consoles. So.
Yeah, we had a PlayStation 1, a Nintendo 64, a GameCube, and then that was it. And then we finally got an Xbox, like 2 years after the Xbox 360 came out. And then we finally got an Xbox 360, like two
That was
or
about
3 years ago.
my progression to accept instead of 360, we just got an Xbox One. And we got a Wii in there somewhere. And then we always had a Game Boy. So.
Oh yeah, we also had a Wii. Meh.
But I'm really
Wii
excited
after it came out.
after this trip. And I hope I, save some money so then I can buy games.
Games.
Because I know, like the Sherlock game was like $25.
The one they were playing, the Funhouse.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
We get ready to go meet the sailors. What should we wear? It was great. It's one of the best videos.
I started out playing on the PC because my dad would always just get emulators, and I played Kirby Dream Land on the PC. It was illegal.
Yeah.
I think like the only games that I really played a lot on the PC were Nancy Drew games. I still play them. I still love them. I played almost
That's because you're 90.
Yeah, and almost every single one of the old ones. And I think there's like 3 new ones that I haven't played.
My grandma had these really fun computer games that for us kids, like my sister and I, that we would do together. And there would be like math involved and then like these mysteries.
Oh,
I played
Were
strategy
they,
games as a kid when I was on the computer.
like a group of kids.
It was like 2 kids, something, 2 or 3 kids at most.
What I remember,
My brain
one of
was
them
being
is
developed.
one of them had
I don't
Carmen
think
Sandiego in it.
No, it's not Carmen Sandiego.
But no, like they were.
Where in the
It was
world
kind
is
of
Carmen
it was kind of like a
Sandiego?
spin-off of Carmen Sandiego. And they had this little flying robot that was yellow. And we went to Egypt. That's all I remember. But it was like a learning game. We had a lot of the learning games.
It was actually fun. It was
Yeah,
a good mystery.
most of mine were fun. I learned a game that was all about languages. And I learned a little bit
It
of French,
obviously
a little
worked.
bit of Japanese.
Make the good things gooder.
I lost like 30% of my English knowledge. It was great.
There was French, Spanish, Japanese.
I had no
I
games.
think that's it.
You have
no
all the games.
computer. And no anything.
I'm sorry.
Except for Legos. Because I
Are you-
inherited them.
I didn't really have a lot of Legos. I think my parents were scared my brother would eat them.
I had Legos and Beanie Babies and that was it.
Hey, Beanie Babies. I had a bunch of stuffed animals.
Oh, and we also had a Super Nintendo that I wasn't allowed to play. Because my parents would play it. And they'd only play Tetris.
Ugh.
For hours and hours and hours, and they were really good.
Tetris was the funnest game ever.
I hate Tetris
Great.
so much.
Why?
I don't know. It just stresses me out.
Oh my god, not that luck!
Yeah, it stresses me out too much.
I really like Tetris.
Not the tea, I need it
I played
now.
Tetris a fucking lot on my old phone.
No.
I was pretty
Don't like it.
okay.
I think
See, he was trying to be ego. He said he was
just
pretty.
trying to be-go. Trying to be-go.
Buddy.
Mortensen. I was really good at Tetris. And then somebody at the lunch table in middle school was playing Tetris, and they were like, "You want to play?" I'm like, "Absolutely." And I beat their high score. And they were like, "Ah!"
Did they ever beat it?
Wait, was it Tara?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I think it was Johnny. I don't remember.
Usually skinny.
I also,
Oh, he did play Tetris.
I also beat Johnny in a staring contest, and I thought he was gonna die. And they were like, "You beat an Asian in a staring contest?" I'm like, "That's
What does that
racist."
mean? What does that even mean?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not.
And I was like, "They're not cats or snakes."
Hey, these guys like their own clothes.
Why'd you go through?
Did you guys see my tweet with me and Squirt?
He always likes his own photos.
No.
It said bitches for life.
I did not see that.
So great.
Ryan, never give me your phone because I'm going to like every single of your own photo.
Like every one of your
I don't want to be one of
statuses.
those douchebags. That's the
David, you should just go through and comment on like, "Oh, this picture."
Damn boy, you look hot.
No, Ryan likes this photo. Ryan likes this photo. Ryan likes this photo.
Have you seen that one Facebook post that says, "1 like and I'll get drunk," and then the guy likes his own status, and he comments, he's like, "Okay, here I go." I'm like, that's how you do it.
This is a mistake.
No, that's funny though. I don't see anything funny on Facebook.
I see your videos now. I'm like, I don't need this.
My dad
It's
thinks he finds it so funny. And he shows me like that.
basically just full of vines and Tumblr posts. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel
I'm like,
like-
just get a Vine and Tumblr.
Tell me about you and David posting iFunny. I'm like,
Go tumble yourself down a bridge.
Nah.
I don't,
So again,
I
I'm
don't
not
like
fan
using
fiction.
Tumblr. I like people who create original content on Tumblr, but other than
Mine
that,
just mostly
I don't
that
like, I don't like using it.
There's a lot of cool fan art, and that's what I like.
I like
I
the
used to
parts.
get on there a lot, but now I occasionally go on there and post.
I swear I get all my
Creep.
Korra news. I'm like, are there new songs? Yeah, okay. There's new comics? Yes!
Sometimes, like when I'm bored, I'm like, I guess I'll get on Tumblr, and then I just look through different blogs, and always end up at Funhouse or Rooster Teeth. I used to just follow it for all of the Sherlock fan art, especially on Red Pants Monday and Penis Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But not anymore. Like, I just, I'm like, I've seen enough penises for now.
Have you though?
No.
That's what-
Don't touch me, Dalton! I have to pee. Don't squeeze me.
I'm really scared, I was gonna touch you.
I just wanted to warn you.
I thought you were going to say, I have a penis!
That too.
What?
Okay, I think we should wrap
I
up.
get to the end
Okay.
in 20 minutes.
Wrap up!
Wrap up!
Cut!
Penis!
Oh.
Changing my stance.